So right can be wrong. Well, I'm going wild and free on a different spree. In my universe, there's no stopping me. I'm on for a ride, serve the rising tide. Don't need a call, I got telepathy. Ha! If I speak my mind, I'm fight for freedom. I'm the everywhere. So right, my mind. If I fight for freedom, I'm the everywhere. So right can be wrong. What? Wrong. Come on. Put your hands up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Put your hands up. Let's do something wrong tonight. Let's stand our ground and keep on the fight. Let's light up a match with the fire in our belly. Let's put on a show and break the telly. Let's do something wrong tonight. Let's roll the dice and play the odds right.
Common. You both have been voted amongst the top 10 best dressed men in the world. Do you have a style icon, and who has influenced your style?
Well, firstly, thank you everyone for being present here today. It's a very special day for me. Really glad and happy that I'm able to do something which I always wanted to do. You know, this idea came of launching my own clothing brand, and we were thinking of names. So one thing that people associate with me quite a bit in first looks or first instances being wrong. They picture me as someone who is wrong, and eventually that becomes right after a certain point of time. So that was the whole plan. I mean, then we decided to spell wrong in a wrong way. So
Do everything right.
exactly,
That's the twist.
the basic idea is whatever you see as right is right for yourself. Nothing in this world is right or wrong as deemed by society or pressures or you know, so-called restrictions or barriers. If you feel strongly that something is right and you go after it, you end up getting it. So that's what my life's been like till now, and I got inspired by that, and this idea came along, and you know, all the collaborations we have. I'm really glad it's come all together. And coming to your question now, yeah, I heard about this some time back. It felt nice. Actually, I've been
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, seeing the company I had in the list, I was pretty surprised, but yeah, it did feel nice. I used to be really inspired by the way Justin Timberlake, he dresses, because he was very unconventional, you know, wearing sneakers and the suits, and it's supposed to have formal shoes, and he would come on stage wearing white sneakers with a proper dapper suit, and I thought that was really cool. So that sort of inspired me as far as my fashion went.
That's fantastic, and we see it. We saw the show. I mean, it clearly brings in the funky philosophy. Yeah. Okay. So, what is the one thing that is always wrong about your style? Wrong about your style.
Well, the obvious wrong things might be I might wear a pair of you know, track pants to a place where people are perfectly dressed up with a pair of sneakers and a white t-shirt just because I feel good in it.
Just because you feel wrong in it.
Exactly. I mean, people might feel it's wrong, but I feel right in it, so I go for it. That's the whole point. So.
That's why we love you, Virat.
Thank you.
Does style play a role when you are on the field as well? We know that it does. Given that your hair is always just so perfect, what's the secret?
Well, I get it cut from the right people, and I look after it, which is very tough, especially being a sportsman. I think these are the two keys, but yeah, I do look after them much more than a few other people might.
Yeah, because on the field it's so perfect, they'll be like, okay, what's wrong? Okay. And finally, with the launch of this fashion line, you joined the likes of David Beckham and Cristiano Ronaldo. Who do you think boasts of most impeccable style, and who do you see closer to your style?
Well, again, both the people you mentioned, I believe, you know, they also stick to something that feels right for them, and that's why they have been able to achieve what they have achieved in life. And I think that's something that reflects in whatever they do.
My favorite.
Ronaldo.
Cristiano.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
That's what every girl would.
Oh, yeah. And finally, could you define your association with the brand and what makes your brand?
As I mentioned, I mean, this brand is me. So there's nothing more I can define it with. It's just to, you know, just because I wanted to start a clothing line is why I went for the name. But the whole idea is for people to realize and understand the concept of nothing. As I said, nothing is certainly or permanently right or wrong. It's what feels inside, your instinct, your gut feeling. If something inside you tells it's wrong, then it is. If something doesn't feel wrong from inside, it might seem wrong to the whole world. You might be the only person in the world that it might feel right to. It eventually is respected and accepted by everyone when you actually follow your dreams and you follow your path and you actually get success. It's sad that you're only judged on if you are successful in life or you fail in life. At the end of the day, if you're able to justify the thoughts you go with and something you really believe in, I think for the world it becomes right or wrong. You still stay the same person and you still stay at that same level. So it's just for people to realize and to give the confidence or give the youth some confidence to follow their dreams and just to follow their gut feel from inside, which is a very, very special feeling that stays with all of us. And to believe in themselves. I mean, that's the whole idea of bringing out a line like this where people can be themselves, dress the way they want, be casual, not worry about anything apart from themselves. So that's the whole idea.
That's truly inspirational, really it is. I think that's the youth of our country, our youth everywhere. I mean, that's what we needed and nobody else but Virat. Representing that is really